distinguished guests on the dais, guests in the audience, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Namaste. Mara naam Geoff Wain che. So it's been my very great pleasure to have lived and worked for the past 3 years nearly now in Ahmedabad as Britain's first Deputy High Commissioner to the vibrant state of Gujarat. We are very proud that we are, so far at least, the only country to have full diplomatic representation in Gujarat. We think that is the right thing to do. Gujarat is important to the UK. It's important to us politically, it is important to us economically, and with some 800,000 people in the UK of Gujarati origin, it is important to us culturally, socially, and spiritually as well. So having opened my office here in 2015, in 2016 we opened a new British Council Cultural Centre in Bashtapur, and earlier this year I inaugurated a new, bigger, better visa application centre also in Ahmedabad, because we want Gujaratis to come to the UK, be that as businessmen, students or visitors. So I hope that gives you a feel for the importance that my government places on its relationship with Gujarat. Having opened my office here, the UK government now has 10 offices across India. We employ around about 1,000 people across our network, and we have more offices and more staff in India than in any other single country anywhere in the world, and that includes America and China. So again, I hope that gives you a feel for my government's, the importance my government places on its future relationship with India. So we have a lot of offices, we have a lot of people. What do we actually do? Well, three things mostly. We are trying to build a better, safer world for both our countries, and we work very closely with India on issues such as defence and security. The second thing we are trying to do is to build up our prosperity relationship, and by that I mean our trade and investment relationship. It's already very strong. India is the fourth largest investor into the UK. The UK is the biggest G20 investor in India. And in Gujarat we're particularly active in sectors such as life sciences, pharmaceuticals, energy and chemicals, and also now more and more about getting British companies to come and invest in Gujarat and getting Gujarati companies to invest in the UK. So the third thing we are doing is trying to promote what we call the living bridge. As you will all know, India and the UK have a very long history, but we cannot rely on that history forever. We need to work on the next generation of relationships. And I spend an awful lot of my time going around Gujarat and indeed now Rajasthan to foster those next generation links across all sectors, but of course primarily in education, where we want to see much more in terms of student exchange both ways between the UK and India, but also faculty exchange, faculty development, to give next generation Indians the best possible chance of securing the right skills to make them employable as soon as they leave colleges. So whichever of those three areas I work in, the one most important thing is to have a really good network of contacts. You can't do anything without some friends and some contacts, and this is why I wanted to be here today, because it seems to me that the publication of this new and important and innovative publication is just what I need to use as my reference point for going out and targeting Gujaratis who appear in the list. So I wanted to be here today to say congratulations to the publishers, the editors, and all those involved in bringing this innovative publication to print, and to wish him every possible success with future sales, and we will certainly be one of those customers who will need some more copies from you. So thank you very much for inviting me here today, and thank you for listening to me, and again congratulations to all those involved with this important publication. Thank you so much.